Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where our darkness has very nearly reached its peak. And now the darkness commands us to go to book club, to do book club with Blade. Blade the vampire who loves book club. Let's do it.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
Begrudgingly,
See you
yes. Yes, I will do that. I don't want to leave Blade hanging. You know, he obviously needs a wingman, wing person, wing friend.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
That was delivered very robotically. Is that part of the joke? Is it supposed to be robotic? Does the book mind control you? Once again, I did not actually read the text of the book.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. I'm good if you are.
You know, we'll start whenever, by which I mean right now.
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first, I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded, and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
We're playing along. We're trying to make Blade look smooth and smart.
Agreed. As though there was a song behind the words.
Nice. Unless it was disco. You're lucky you missed out on that decade. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, don't give him the Dazzler gifts.
I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember text that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
Yes, I definitely read the book. So, I'm going to play this off with humor.
Kree vegetable cultivation techniques on a grand scale.
Exactly.
Are you joking?
Are you?
Maybe.
Okay, but you're still right. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire.
Carol, what's happening with your
Conquered
eyebrows right
worlds
now?
came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
Are we still... at this point, I don't think we need to play it off with humor. What's going on here has been explained enough. Problematically, this makes them predictable.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
Boy, the positional audio is...
can't
Are
wait
my
to see
headphones
how
on
this goes.
backwards? No? Okay. The positional audio is just a little... It's a little screwy.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
So, why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
Sure, but I want to hear more about that spicy book.
I guarantee you don't. Ancient Kree takes on population husbandry are, let's call it, mechanically quaint.
Right, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how spicy?
-5. Ration paste bland, apartment wall vanilla, hotel art banal, even the diagrams are boring.
How so?
It's all geometric shapes. Until I realized they were representational, I was extremely confused about Kree biology. Let's just say that I can never look at an octagon the way I used to.
Same. This is the worst book club ever.
Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I mean,
I could not stand it.
I wouldn't go that far, but it was not something I'd ever grab off the shelf.
I would go that far.
Fair enough. You know what you like.
they are inches away from us and can absolutely hear us. I mean, listen, I have to imagine Carol Danvers is somebody who respects honesty. She would not like being misled, I have to think.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
Yeah, man, you don't.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You calling it?
Yes. Yes, this was a terrible experience.
Good meeting.
Okay. That quick jab is actually really good. That bring it on is kind of whatever, but the quick jab is also more deadly
I have some
ground.
more thoughts on the book. The more we work together, the more I'm impressed.
All right, I'm out of here. What's going on in the common
Wanda.
room?
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because she's
ancient
going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
try
of
to stop
Transia,
it, but-
decimating a
We
remote
screwed up,
village at the
Robbie.
base of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can
These
say it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times on
screwed.
every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Get it? Because it is literally a game, and we're now close to the end of it now. Boy, that's some low resolution news footage. Hold on. hold on. If I get closer to that...
like to be touched.
Yeah, okay, but you're creating a fucking invisible barrier. Nope, it just looks like that. Who would broadcast the... Okay.
The rising rings of hope.
Pet dog. Pet dog.
No one's lived through catastrophic
Praise
world-ending
dog.
events before.
Can't praise dog. Other dialogue is occurring. Go to bed. This is how I respond to inability to praise dog. I feel like they could just start us in the conversation part
You
when
have
we get
gone
into one of
too
these
far,
streams.
Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
Especially because you knew it wouldn't work. Like, there's no way you could possibly think that would solve the problem.
Next time, I will use a bigger mountain.
Say what you must, but I saw the hesitation in your eyes.
No, that was
Besides,
incompetence.
You won't get another chance. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
When the time comes, my hand will not hesitate.
I pray it does not. You have come a long way, child. Standing before me with such... conviction. Such belief. You look a lot like him, you know.
What? Wait, I thought we could not talk about him here.
Ugh, God, no, not him. Him. Your father.
I have never heard you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit... sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
I think that puts us at 199 dark points. And my door is closed because a ghost closed it.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
Also, you seem to have literally
You
locked
always
me in
came
here
to
until I
me
talked
for
to you.
advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
I could always count on your wisdom.
Really? I always feared I was flying by the seat of my broom. Did I tell you I had one of those in the 1960s? Quite comfortable.
A seated broom? Where is it now? Can I see it?
Lost in the chaos of an unforgettable music festival. It was a wild year.
A shame. So, what troubles you?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Without you and your word of power stuff, I wouldn't have this rad t-shirt, though.
Hunter, I'm coming in.
Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
Okay, you've been here for like 10 minutes.
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
You two need to talk, but first I'll have a talk with her about talking, about whether or not she would talk to you, and then the two of you can talk about that
Good
later.
girl, Charlie.
Because this video game is 95% talking. Okay, just go back to sleep. It's the middle of the night. Everybody knows you can't leave your bedroom in the middle of the night. All the doors in here lock automatically. Okay, let's go see if we're allowed to do a story mission. It feels like it would not, in this situation, be necessary for them to give us a spacer, right? But we'll see. We'll see. New posts. Yep, just read the book. Okay. Got shop class upcoming, probably. Sorry, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted to look at my timeline. Yep, Nico is doing the television version of doom scrolling. Remember when that's how we used to do that? It's way less effective. It leaves you with a lot more time for your thoughts, which is, you know, something nobody wants.
Was that the time we fought the 20
Let's just buy all this stuff because we have more gloss than we could possibly ever spend.
I fought a lot of 20-foot tall.
Hey Doc, I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I...
Man, the little glowy orbs being worth like 3 of an essence is really rough. You will never ever need 3 of an essence. I mean, having a 3rd equipment slot's probably pretty high value. We could, I'm sure we could go craft 4 cheap items at the combat bench. But also just boosting people up to max level, or boosting people up to the hunter's level all of a sudden is probably worthwhile as well. That said, this is an object we'd have to buy, and we're already behind on that. Let me go see what it would cost.
Don't forget to write.
Does it cost us credits to build this stuff? No, it's very small amounts of essence. I want to make a couple more battlefield scanners. Definitely need those. Out of stock for 3 days. Never mind. Gain or redraw is honestly not terrible. What's at the bottom here? We have one of these already. It doesn't feel likely to me that we would want to bring more than one at a time. I guess maybe. I don't actually think I want to play those. These are cool, but we have a bunch already. Vampiric Essence has use. Targeting module is crummy. Apply 2 marked to a random enemy targeting them. It's just like, apply marked to a single target, and you don't get to choose what target it is in most cases. Seems like a terrible use of an item slot, right? You know, Blessed Blade is interesting. All attack cards in your hand are critical for the rest of the mission. I guess I don't 100% understand the implications of this. Like, does it make them critical every time you draw them for the rest of the mission? Like, if you keep cycling through your deck? Or are they critical until a play? It's tough to... Yeah, man, a lot of stuff is just... A lot of the items are just kind of, like, weirdly narrow and not good. I mean, a nanite edge is cool. We have one already and we're not using it, but it is in theory a good item to have.
Always better to be prepared.
There you go. A way of giving people a little bit of a heal boost. And then, like, yeah, the ability to knock off a status effect is definitely of value. Okay, so we got some items. This should allow us to run this research, which will not cost us anything to employ the benefits of.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you?
By not standing like that. Just put your hips in line with your shoulders, or even further back would be fine.
Excellent find, Hunter.
We did it. We're level 11. All right, and maybe tomorrow we will research the ultimate fighting machine if we get some Wolverine abilities. I'm sure I have cards and stuff. We could do that.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today?
All right, show me some cool Nico abilities. Nico could use a little bit of juice.
I even impressed myself.
Extra copies of cards is not really what we're looking
Tony's
for.
Fortune Mystery. We never close.
Okay, just fire all the bleed damage on a target is actually probably pretty great a lot of the time, although I don't necessarily love the art on that card. Reroll. Okay. I don't think this is a very good... Wait, generate a copy of each attack, skill, or heroic in your hand, selected randomly when drawn. What does selected randomly when drawn mean? If it's each, it's all of them, right? I'm gonna take the Reaper. I think Reaper is actually legitimately good. And then we'll take the version of Judgment that has draw a card on it. Those seem pretty good.
Good day, Hunter.
All right. Before we do anything else, let's pop over to the mission table and see what the deal is with the missions for today.
Still can't believe it. MJ.
Am I allowed a story mission? Nope, I need a spacer. Okay. The spacer I would like is something like this, probably. Defeat a Nest Mother with Tony is usually pretty easy to do. But yeah, I think we just want a big stack of credits, really, more than anything else. And that's the only mission that rewards them. So is it just... Okay, it's just Tony. So me and Tony and... I don't know who. Probably Nico, I guess.
Hopefully soon.
Holy shit, every single time Peter Parker has any dialogue, it is just so fucking much dialogue.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
And like, you know, Spider-Man's mouthy. Comic Spider-Man especially is very mouthy.
Sure I can.
But they don't make Peter mouthy in this game. They just make him boring. He just goes on and on and on and on and on. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we actually need to do before the mission? I don't think so. I think we're good to just go. There's something that's nagging at me, like...
Promise.
No, I don't know. It's cool. It's good. It's fine. Let's go. Let's go make some credits. Oh, I remember what it was. Sorry. It was combat therapy. I was gonna go throw magic in combat therapy. That's what it was.
Makes you wonder how much road we have left to travel.
Actually, I guess I didn't do our sparring yet today either, did I? Who shall I spar with? Oh, we are probably gonna get pretty close to maxing Nico out right here.
Now I see what all the fuss is about.
This plus XP from bringing her on a mission, probably bringing her on a mission that we are also bringing the Hunter on, probably does it. All right, you heal up, and I will go make us a whole bunch of cash.
What's shaking?
Let's show a Nest Mother who is the boss. It's us. Spoiler. So yeah, bring the Hunter because I like getting stuff done. Bring Nico because I like friendship. Overdrive Serum is fine, but the other item slot should probably be a battlefield scanner. Because I just always want a battlefield scanner. We should probably make one. We should check the bench every single day and make one of those every time it's available. The battlefield scanner is so much better than most of the other items. Just like more cards is more options, right? And more options is more invisible heroes. Yep, I remember.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Sounds simple enough, right?
It does. Especially if we can take good advantage of Tony's air superiority.
Maybe I should be flattered.
Don't be swayed by her words.
Oh, is that all?
So... Empower here is probably not super exciting. We have 5 monuments up right now, and no explosives of any kind on this map. That's a shame. We're not really in good position to knock one-hit enemies into the altars either. This is actually kind of a crummy setup. All right, let me do a little bit of redrawing. Probably Swarm is just like not exciting. It's just a worse card than Blood for Blood, but also it costs heroism. Get this out of my hand. Okay, Wild Strike, which one is it? It's the concealed one. That's fine. I actually would have preferred the draw a card version in this case. I mean, obviously, we can do a little bit of repositioning such that we can probably end up quick blasting like this dog into that stone or something if we can't find anything else. Gosh, Empower not giving you any heroism. It's just like a little bit of a bummer. I know like you won't need it the turn you play Empower, but it would be nice to be able to bank for later. How much health do the normal dogs have? 400. This guy's at 7. Okay, so the Wild Strike alone is not going to get us where we're going. Let's redraw off... Let's redraw off the heal. There's part of me that wants to just like play the heal as a card draw plus... I mean, it really gives us a lot of selection, and being able to play that one Iron Man card this turn would be really, really big. I'm going to do it.
The light is on our side.
2 draws plus 1 redraw plus 2 heroism is honestly a good enough card by itself, even without the healing effect. Witchfire's fun. Blood for Blood is alright. We probably don't need both Blood for Bloods. Top decking Stun is interesting. I think I might toss the Empower. Or just dig in here. I definitely don't need a hero combo. No, let me redraw. And this is a card that I can't actually drop with redraw. So I think we're hitting what our turn looks like here. Well, do I want to just redraw this for the knockback then? Probably. Okay, and then we can just use a move to position ourselves to pick up a thing. I think this distance should be coverable, right? And then we can discard for our other move. Yeah, this is fine.
This shouldn't take long.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Draw me a card and keep me quick. Okay, mark target's pretty bad. Then we didn't pick up the Hunter's quick attack either. This is actually a pretty rough series of draws. And we don't really have any area damage. So Witchfire has a pretty good chance of being decent here. If Witchfire hits either of the 400 health Shadowhounds, then the Hunter gets to vanish. If it hits just a normal dog, then it bounces. If it hits an altar, it bounces. The only real misses in this situation would be the Legion and the Guardian. So of course it's going to hit one of them.
This usually works.
Okay, that's a really good outcome. Yeah, I'm actually really pleased with that. Do I want a Mindbender? If we Mindbender, what would be the best way to do this? Mindbender here is going to kill another one of the altars and deal some damage to that dog. I really wish we could get 2 altars with a Mindbender. I don't think we're quite in position for that. I'd probably just... Okay, so let's discard this for the extra move so we can get our shoulder charge. Can I shoulder charge this thing? Yes. Let's go ahead and do this. That just at the edge of the available angles. And then I guess I'm just gonna last sight one of the other monuments. We'll save the well, actually, hold on a second. Can Nico, what's Nico's ability to hit this slide? So I could break one of the things. None of them are close enough to a box. No, not quite. Actually, from the Hunter's perspective, if I were to hit this thing, is there a way to push this thing? No, I can't. I can't knock stuff directly sideways with the slides, unfortunately. What about interacting with you, though? How many heroism points is this? This is also 2. It does do some bonus damage, not to anything that matters, though. I'm just thinking we should really smash all of the altars if we can, right? And if I'm last striking the other one, or last sighting the other one, we're going to end up at 4 heroism anyway. Yeah, I don't know that it really matters how we do this. I guess I'll do this with the Hunter because of the fact that the slide can sometimes be used to set up like interesting combos.
Your fate is sealed.
Excuse me. It's true, I did KO a rock there.
You were too weak for this fight.
All right. Is that Nest Mother under half? That was exactly half. So if we destroy everything she creates next turn, we should be good, right? Sorry, Tony. Somebody was probably going to have to take one on the chin. Yeah, okay, 5 again. Show me that famous Iron Man air superiority. Eventually, when all the animations are over. Okay, it's not healing her though, right? It's healing the guy protecting her.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Alright, can I please have control? There we go. Yeah, she did not get healed. Okay, so let's go hunting for good cards. We're a lot less likely to pull this off this time. We can use blood magic to go hunting. We got a good swarm this time. And if we can't find what we want, you know, that does obviously, just like last time, that doesn't necessarily mean we're out of luck. We can potentially improvise a success here. Although these things are spread out in a way that's kind of frustrating. I want to hold Mindbender here because I think Mindbender will let this thing kill 2 of them. So let's discard... God, I really want to redraw off the blast, but it won't work. So how much health does this thing have? 2. Okay. So anything that we're holding for damage that does less than 236 is irrelevant. Unfortunately, that isn't anything. I'm going to go ahead and play the blood magic on Tony. Gosh, is that a better move than just killing stuff? Probably not. So I'm going to redraw the blood magic then. Okay, there it is. Well, that solves like all of our problems because that's going to kill all but one of them and then we just trivially kill the other one.
I don't do this for just anyone.
All right, just a casual 608 damage. No big deal. And then it does not super matter how we do the rest of this.
You have earned this. Your mother abandoned.
We've done it. Excellent work.
It is so wild that on the Nest Mother missions you don't have to fight the rest of the enemies. This mission type is balanced to be so much easier than all of the other mission types, and I have no idea why. Yeah, sure, fuck it. Barely scraping by. Listen, the hunter can handle anything. The way we have constructed the hunter, she is capable of surviving any mission, so we're just looking for a little bit of backup. Hopefully Nico can get some purple cards that are a little bit more interesting here. Yep, Nico is maxed. Hi, Agatha. Is this going to be a nightly thing now?
Hunter, why is Wanda calling out to me from my shrine?
Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed. I think she deserves an answer, don't you?
Yes, that's why yeah.
Then we should speak with her.
I'll meet you at my shrine.
Okay, is there anything else around here that needs doing? No, it doesn't seem like it. Excuse me there. I am terribly afflicted.
Hunter, you promised me the truth about Agatha.
Okay, why are you so mad at me all the time?
Agatha is here? Right now?
I'm right here, Wanda. Can you not see me?
Agatha? Where are you?
Just my voice, then. Better than nothing.
Agatha, there's so much I have to say to you.
Wanda, please. You are my pupil. I shall not have you bear the burden of my death.
I lost control.
No, I did. I pushed you too far, too fast.
Yes, but I have to...
My dear, this isn't the first time you visited my grave. I heard all you confessed. There is no need to repeat it. And there is very little time. Chthon grows restless in his slumber. I can aid you in this fight, but I'll need your help. Both of you.
The animation engine is completely
My connection to
fucked.
this world is tenuous. There is a ritual that can bind me to this place. First, I'll need you to retrieve a memento.
It's her copy of the film Memento. It was her favorite.
What exactly do you want us to bring you?
Sarah's grief is my strongest tie to the world. This memento symbolizes our tie to one another.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's somewhere in her room. The closer I get, the more painful it is.
A ghost can feel pain?
I'm not thrilled about it.
Are we ready? Do I have the memento?
How should we go about this?
Hunter, you know Sarah.
Okay, no, we're
better
ready
than
to
most.
go look for the thing.
I'm relying on you to search her room and find this memento. Whatever it is.
And what should I do?
Observation and distraction.
So, I'm the lookout while the hunter pokes around Caretaker's room.
I do it myself, but...
Oh, it's no problem. One of my favorite shows involves a weekly heist.
Now, both of you promise me, Sarah cannot know about the ritual. Not until it's done.
Why not?
The more she knows, the less chance we have to pull it off.
I have kept your secret this long.
And I can keep it as well.
Good. I believe in you both.
You can count on us.
Wanda, she already left.
Oh. Well, time to sneak into Caretaker's room and steal one of her heirlooms. Let's go before I talk myself out of it.
They're making a much bigger deal of this than it needs to be. Caretaker's room is right across the hall from mine. The door is always open and she's never in there.
You and me both.
Right behind you.
Hey, wait, I used dark abilities.
I'm outside the door. As soon as you find it, I'll give you the all clear.
Oof, yeah, again, the positional audio. I used dark abilities in that mission and didn't... Okay, no, just using an ability does not gain you a point of thing. All right. I'm actually really curious what happens when you hit 200. A variety of personal effects, but nothing linked to Agatha.
Hi, Nico.
No keepsakes on the desk. How about inside this painting?
Nothing. And I'm...
Nope, this is just a painting I can change with the gloss system because I'm allowed to change the art in everybody else's room for some reason.
Oh, I guess I am. But I'm waiting on the hunter.
Nothing in the bookshelf.
I'm going to confess my feelings.
What?
It's true. I have strong feelings for the hunter.
Did I just stumble into the hottest Abby gossip since Blade and Captain Marvel?
Everybody knows about the Blade and
They're
Captain
together.
Marvel thing, huh?
It's complicated, but never mind that. You and the hunter, though? I'm a little jealous, but good luck, girl.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Wait, who's she jealous of?
Nah, I'm totally out of Hunter's League. But you?
Yeah, that's fair.
I can totally see it.
That's actually
You can?
kind of a sick
No
burn.
matter how it goes, find me after.
Nico, do you mind if I wait alone?
Oh, right. Good luck.
All right, she's gone. Hurry up. This is harder than it looks on television.
You are not doing anything. And again, it was not necessary for you to be there.
Found it.
All right.
Wanda?
Coast is caretaker. Hi. How are you, doing?
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Oh, I know the feeling. We should, take a walk around the Abbey.
Why would we do that?
It's good to, get the blood flowing after a long day. So how about we...
Wanda, it's late. I'm going to bed.
I want to talk to you about Agatha.
You do?
Can we take that walk? It's about something she said to me. About you.
Wanda, this topic is out of bounds.
I'm not asking to be forgiven. I know I'll never make it right. But I have a wonderful memory of Agatha speaking fondly of you. It's not fair to keep it from you, so could we take that walk, please?
All right. A short walk.
A short walk. You'll be back in a few minutes, at most.
Let's go. I'd like to get this over with.
That's perfectly clear.
Are you all right?
Just a small cough. Why don't we head through the yard?
To be clear, this would not have been a problem if Wanda hadn't been standing guard, because we could have just left when we found the thing instead of being trapped in here for an additional minute.
Hunter,
Ileana,
what were you doing in Caretaker's room?
I was never here, and you never saw me.
Okay, that's a little threatening. That's
I
not
can respect that.
not really how I meant for that to come
Are you
across.
Good. You know where to meet me.
We're good friends with Ileana. We could have just said like, "Oh, hey, I was never here," right? And that would have been. But again, no element of this game can ever have information from any other element of the game, so.
I never want to do that again.
Confess your feelings prematurely? I know, it was not ideal, but the heart wants what it wants.
You know I can turn you into a frog, right?
So you can restore me with a kiss?
Moving on.
So what next?
I'll take the... what was it?
A locket.
I assume Agatha will tell us how it fits into the ritual.
And that I shall.
Agatha, we have Caretaker's memento.
I know. I can feel it. Would you be a most faithful apprentice and place a ward upon it?
Of course.
That's better. Now, do you recall the binding ritual in the Libris Inlicitus?
The Grey Seneschal. But that's...
Forbidden, yes.
I was going to say extremely dangerous.
And I would never suggest it unless the circumstances were this dire.
What is this ritual exactly?
The Grey Seneschal requires an item that binds a spirit to a person or place.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because the first step of the ritual is to destroy that item. And for a short time, the spirit is extremely vulnerable to dissolution, to possession, to destruction.
I am not entirely comfortable with this. But if you are taking the risk, I will support you.
I am so proud to know the person you've become, Hunter. Trust me when I say the risk is worth it. Should the ritual work as expected, everyone in the Abbey will be able to hear me, to see me. I'll be able to help when it's most needed. We do this when the moon is right. But it all falls apart if Sarah learns what we're planning.
Why?
This ritual is one of hers. She made it centuries ago. She knows how great the risks and how slim the odds. And there's no chance in hell she'll allow Wanda to lead the ritual. Yet for us to succeed, Wanda it must be.
No, I can't do this.
Wanda, this ritual's power lies in its inherent contradictions. And what greater contradiction can there be
than for me to restore your spirit to life? But Agatha, if I lose control...
You won't.
How do you know?
Because you're my best apprentice. Because you learn from your mistakes. And because I want you to know I truly forgive you.
For that to happen, you'll need to see it in my eyes.
All right.
Now to prepare. Wanda, I'll be in your room. We'll go over every step of the ritual.
I'll meet you there.
she already...
I know. Hunter, do you believe I can do this?
I don't know shit about shit. Like, my belief extremely doesn't matter. You two are the ones who know whether or not you can do this.
Wanda, do you believe you can do this?
I don't know.
Then do the best you can.
Okay. When the moon is right.
When the moon is right.
No pressure.
This is like very domain-specific knowledge. Mostly what I do is hit things with a sword and become invisible for no reason. Also, of the three of us, I'm the only one who knows what the word contradiction means, I guess. Because the thing that they were suggesting is extremely not a contradiction. That's just a thing happening that's different than a different thing that happened. And I think with that, we're done with the night. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what we probably should do? Let's pop out to Agatha's altar and burn something in the bowl. You got this fancy new wand.
Bowl always here?
Yes, would you please stop being amazed by the bowl?
Oh, this looks like it belongs here. It seems my offering was accepted.
Hooray! A key. Let's go spend it. Nope, no combat bonus on that one. Is there another orange available? There isn't. I have no idea if it's like... if we're only getting combat bonuses like randomly, if the reason we don't get some sometimes is just because of bad die rolls, you know, or if there's some other underlying logic. So hard to know. Anyway, let's just go to bed. We can just go to bed. It's fine. 199 darkness points. It's actually a real bummer. Let's look around real quick and see if anybody has a dilemma I can help them out with that will get us to 200, because I would really like to get to 200. And I guess actually we can probably all right, we need to talk to Steve Rogers, but yeah, I was going to say we probably have some private Superlink messages, right? Okay, not who I was expecting, but I'll take it.
I like to come here, away from all the noise.
It is heartwarming that I am not noise to you.
Obviously, you're better than that. Maybe even, you know, my equal.
Aw. Gosh, I wish I knew what the hunter was going to say when I click this button. I am gonna say this in the hopes that the hunter leads it in the direction that I'm hoping she will.
Why, just an equal. I think I have demonstrated my prowess.
This is not what I was looking for.
Maybe you can even learn a thing or two from me.
Cute. I'll assume that you didn't mean to say that you can teach me.
I will draft a lesson plan, get a curriculum in order, maybe ask Strange to teach a class or two.
These are the words of someone begging for death. The extremely painful kind of death. Good for you that it would be a shame to kill you. You're the first hero I've met that would impress even the likes of Mephisto.
That does not sound appealing.
Better to impress the Prince of Lies than to provoke his contempt. What he respects, he also fears. I will never apologize for being comfortable with my darkness, and neither should you.
The darkness is ours to wield. It is our strength. There is no shame in owning up to what we are and what we can do.
You are right, Hunter. More than right. I needed an ally and a friend like you for a long time.
Someone that embraces their darkness and makes me feel comfortable with mine.
I am honored I can be that friend to you, Ileana.
It was an unexpected gift, but one I am happy to receive. When this battle is over, you should come back with me. Join the X-Men.
Yeah, hold on.
I do not have any mutant powers. I'm not sure I qualify.
You are more skilled than most of the mutants I met. I'm sure old Xavier will be happy to bend that rule for you. In any case, I hope we can continue fighting side by side in the future. If there is a future, that is.
Ileana, you and the Suns are the future. At least you have given me hope for it.
Don't get too sentimental on me, Hunter. I was just beginning to like you.
Okay, so we got a challenge mission. It didn't unlock a new level, like a new version of her passive, which I thought was part of what it would do. Upon reaching maximum hero, you unlock their Midnight Sun challenge at the armory. When completed, reward the hero with a... Okay, they get their ability when you do the challenge. If the armory has not yet been built in the forge, you should fucking do that, because it's cool. It's a rad thing to do. Alright, the compliment value has increased. Alright, let's do a little bit. We're not going to go talk to Steve Rogers just yet, but let's do a little bit more of our sort of like beginning of the day stuff. I'm hoping that going into and out of a menu here will prompt the... yeah, I think we're still doing this. Do I want to... Maybe I would rather have the ultimate fighting machine. Can we upgrade 4 Wolverine abilities?
Always a pleasure.
Yep, there's our private message from Nico. That's what I was waiting for. I don't always agree with you, but I'm always interested in what you say. I feel like we generally agree.
Hunter, consider yourself the only invitee to my favorite meet time spot.
The only one? How did I win that honor?
I'll spare you the savvy stuff, but you've climbed to the top of my friendship ladder. Almost at the top.
No, hold on.
I am actually very interested in the sappy stuff. Please, do tell.
No.
Why not celebrate our friendship with an honest emotional dialogue?
That's definitely not happening.
I will start. Nico, ever since our first conversation, I have known that you are an impressive...
I'm leaving.
Okay. I am surprised your favorite spot is the chapel.
Believe it or not, my family used to go to church religiously when I was a kid, so pretentious old buildings give me this comforting vibe. It wasn't always like this.
What changed?
Do I look like a psych major? But if I had to guess, I would say I needed to peel the rotten layers my dear mom left behind to get to my healthier innards. You know, onion style. And I took your advice. I accepted what happened with my parents.
Acceptance is important, but do not forget. Learn from it.
Oh, don't worry. I don't plan on letting anyone betray me like my mom did, ever again. Now, there is no holding me back, and like you've been there for me, I'll be there for you. When we face your mom one final time, I want you to know, I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm your witch.
As much as I kind of want to make the Wanda thing work for mechanical reasons, because I think it has interesting benefits with all of the bonus movement that you get from magic, narratively, it really does almost only make sense for like the final team to be Nico and Magic and the Hunter, right? What was I going to do? I was going to go to the thing and do the... Yeah, hold on a sec. I was going to go see about upgrading Wolverine cards. Sorry, hold on. Let's just buy a bunch of gifts even though we don't need them, because what else is all this gloss for?
All right, Midnight Suns. Time to shake off the past and train to kick some ass.
And we can't rewind the clock and change it, because Dr. Strange lost all his time travel totems in New York.
Oh, so are we just gonna train the pain away?
It works in every single boxing movie I have ever seen.
Are we so desperate that cinema is our inspiration?
We are ants to Chthon. We must fight together or we will fail. Focus!
I agree with Blade and the Scarlet Witch.
This is why we get our asses kicked out there. We're not Avengers. We're lucky to be alive.
It wasn't my intention to insult the idea, Blade. Yes, training together helps us learn how to cover each other's blind spots.
Imagine if Blaze decided to stick with us the whole time. We'd be unstoppable.
Exactly, Robbie. It makes us stronger.
I really don't want to say we are the Midnight Suns or anything like that. It's too cheesy for me. So just consider that general vibe expressed.
Take all that big listening to each other energy and pretend we have to launch Spider-Man across a hellscape of demons and brimstone like he's a football.
Yes, that's the spirit, everyone! Wait, why are we practicing that particular scenario again?
Don't you just want to hop in and show them how it's done?
All right, first of all, I mean, there's still Robbie. Robbie's also got very good magic. You know what? Let's go ahead and just train with Robbie a little bit.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
I would like to get him maxed out too. Maybe in the end it's Magic and Robbie and the Hunter. As much as I like Nico from a story perspective, I like Robbie from a story perspective too. And Robbie has been close with us. And also Robbie's mechanics are bananas. So there's something to be said for that. I don't know for sure if we need Blade for what's upcoming. We maybe come back to that.
Time to take it to the next level.
Can I trivially upgrade? No, not trivially. Gosh. Would I rather just have 2 power slashes than an upgrade? Like, it's good. And maybe I just make another one. I could probably just make another one, right? And by make another one, I mean make another 2. I have no idea how many missions we have left. Like, trying to prep a bunch of heroes for combat is not necessarily a sensible thing to do. But we're doing this for other reasons. Ability crafting.
A task for us?
Wolverine. What if we made a pair of power slashes?
All right, now we're talking.
How many blueprints do I have left? Okay. Not as many as I might like, actually.
It's really not too bad, considering where it came.
All right.
I'm here if you need me.
Stop bothering me. We'll upgrade that again. We still have to do one more, but we'll figure it out. I like this because this is an ability that, like, we have abilities we'd like to use on bosses and abilities that we'd like to use on normal, like, nerd enemies. And I think this is good for both of those scenarios, right? Forceful knockback is always really powerful for getting rid of mooks, and with it applying vulnerable, it can fill both jobs really well. And then I need some. Let me look at his deck real quick. I really wish you could look at their deck and like do the edit deck stuff in that menu. Is there something else that I would really like to have another copy of? What does quick swipe upgrade into? It just gains a bunch of bonus damage. Given what we generally use it for, that's not super exciting, but you know, there's no reason you can't get a quick kill on something that has real HP. What does Berserk upgrade into? Because I do like Berserk a lot. It just draws another card. All right, hold on. Let me edit this deck. Let's put in the Power Slash. So if we're going to put in the Power Slash, we have to take something else out. Am I taking... Obviously, replacing one of the quick swipes with the Power Slash that has quick on it is a no-brainer. Do I want to... I really do like the Strengthened thing, as much as I don't think Lethal Pounce is, like, amazing by itself. I guess I would rather drop Chain Swipes to get the other Power Slash in here. And then we can just upgrade the Quick Swipe. And that'll get us where we're going.
No pain, no gain.
Gonna put the hurt on him for sure.
Okay. Let's go get ourselves an ultimate fighting machine. Hey, 7 essence. Incredible. I love that song where they rap about being sleepy.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
All right, and while we're here, let's analyze this gamma coil. Show me good purple cards for Nico.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Okay. Damage them or random nearby enemies for 75 4 times. That's a fair amount of damage. Guarding Strike is interesting. I just say, like, just a card that basically just does 300 damage for 3 heroism seems kind of bad relative to the hunter's cards that do 300 damage while generating heroism. What is it? How good does it get on upgrade? The cost comes down to 2. I don't know, man. Let's redraw this. Probably not. Definitely not. So we could take the Leave It to Me just for the purpose of grinding it up. I kind of like this version of All Out, but yeah, we'll just take this.
I'm pretty sure Charlie left a Steam.
Fine. So we are still seeing new cards for Nico, which is cool. Out of curiosity, what do these look like? Do I get to... No, I can't see what the ability is. That's a shame. I'm curious about the outfits. Yeah, this is probably what we will be doing when we come back. I think this is where I've got to call it for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return, there are some legendary Midnight Sun challenges awaiting us, and perhaps, finally, climb into the top of the old friendship ladder, because that's basically all friendship is in this game, with Robbie as well. And then we've probably realistically have made all the really good friends we're ever going to make. But that's fine. These are the best ones to have, probably, I assume. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.